Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 with episode 35 of my Monster Feed the Beast server play series. It has been about a week since I've recorded anything. I have been on the server a couple of times just to prepare for this. I've had some illness in the family, and I was just taking care of that. Went through my entire backlog of videos, so I am starting from square one. But in between episodes, I did go ahead and create more of the buildings here. Finished up at least to the top level of what's going to be our library. I haven't done the roof because I don't know. It's trying to create the roof. It's very time consuming, and I just didn't feel like doing it on 3 different buildings. So this is going to be the library building, and this is going to be where I'm going to do all of my enchanting and stuff like that. And if you remember, down below is where my kill room's going to be. Since the last episode, I went ahead and added these enhanced portals. And I connected them up to where I'm going to have my main transportation building, which is going to be right here. So this is going to be the hub. This is where I'm going to come out from all of those different portals and be able to basically use the dialing device and dial everything else. I don't have all of the quote-unquote phone numbers in here yet, so I still need to do a couple of those. But if I were to dial up the library, I can step through it, and there I am. I'm all the way over here. But right now, the sound is kind of loud. There's nothing that's actually terminating that connection. So I don't really want to click on... Well, I guess I didn't name that one very well. I used the default name, which is name. This one's basically going to be the main... teleportation room, but I don't want to have to click on the dialing device every time. On some of these, basically all of the leaf portals, I went ahead and configured the redstone interface to basically dial, well, it says dial random identifier. I played around with the different options. Since the dialing device only has one, and it'll probably only have one, I didn't see any reason to deal with it any further. But if we were to come in here, there is the ability to dial a specific identifier, but from my understanding, that is based upon the redstone signal strength of like a pressure plate or something like that, and it will match based on the signal strength each index in this. But I was having some issues with that. I'm not able to put pressure plates on the great wood planks, so I put it on top of one of these marble blocks. But I guess there were a couple of options that I did look at. I can't remember the name of it, but there is something. It's raining. Let me turn that sound down so it doesn't interfere too much. But there is a couple of devices in here, like this one right here, which is a signal driver, and that's supposed to allow me to send a specific signal strength, but I really had a lot of problems with that. So I decided that I'm just going to dial random identifier and just make sure that the dialing device really only has the home phone number. So if I were to dial that, you can see that it opens up the portal. I can step through, step back, and it all works. So if I terminate that, and since the pressure plate, and I used the shrouded silent pressure plates just for aesthetic reasons, but you saw that I stepped on it, and it automatically opens that portal. I can come through. But as mentioned before, right now the portals stay open until you come in here and terminate, and I actually want to get rid of that. Probably need to get out of the rain because this storm looks pretty vicious. But let me go ahead and grab a couple of things, because today I think we're going to go ahead and automate some of the features with the portals. That way it makes it a little bit easier to go back and forth. Alright, so I cleared up the rainy weather, and I came into the processing room, and I remembered that I forgot to show this on camera. As you can see here, this portal isn't along the X or Z-axis. It's actually going at a diagonal, and this actually still works. If I step on this pressure plate, try not to actually go into the portal, you can see that it's able to create portals at a diagonal. And that is pretty cool. It allows me to do things like this, where I didn't have to take up a side of one of these walls, because these are circular rooms, and I didn't really think about the fact that I might need some portals between the different buildings whenever I came up with this design. And the rounded walls are kind of a pain in that regards. But if I step through this, you can see that I come right out here, step right through. It works perfectly. So, in order to automate this a little bit, the first thing that I really want to do is probably create some kind of touch screen. And I think touch screen with computer craft would be really cool. Don't have any sound. But I was thinking about putting a few monitors right in front, and it would show basically all of the quote-unquote phone numbers that are in the stored identifiers, and I would be able to click on one. It would automatically open the portal, and then after a given number of seconds, it will automatically close the portal behind me, because obviously I'm able to come through here, step on this, and make it back to the hub without any kind of issue. And I may want to make the portal silent, because that's going to be kind of obnoxious. So in order to do that, let me go ahead. Do I have the processing room on here? I do. Go ahead and dial, go through it, and terminate. And you can see how annoying that's going to be if I have to constantly turn around and terminate the connection. So that is the biggest reason why I want to create some monitors. And it looks like I already have 3 in here, but these are pretty simple. I should be able to craft those up fairly easily. And oh, I did not mean to right click. Well, now I guess I have over a stack of monitors. Yay. Do I have any computers in here? I don't. Kind of wish I didn't right click on that. Let me grab an advanced computer, maybe some conduit, insulated redstone conduit. That'll work. Cool. Terminate that connection before it makes a lot of noise. There we go. Alright, so how should I do this? Because I got the redstone interface here, and I have my dialing device there, I might drill through the floor. I might put the modem underneath. Maybe if I turn it this way. I don't know what the best bet is for that, but if I put, that was kind of weird. Okay, let me try that again. There we go. I'm not sure what was going on with that. So how big should I make this? Not that big. Maybe if I can place these right. keep forgetting that I can fly. There we go. That might be big enough. I don't really like the computer right there, though. I might move that back a little bit. Or maybe better yet, I might just put it underneath the other floor. Kind of think that I may need to build a hatchet. There we go. And computer there. Cool. So now it's probably just a matter of writing some computer craft code. Let me, instead of having to use my portal all the time until it's actually functional in a more automated way, let me just access the system this way. And I don't need those monitors right now. And what do I need? I need a couple of modems. Wired modems will work. And some networking cable. Yeah, it looks like I still have some from my last project, which is good. Alright, so my dialing device, I believe, was right here. Of course, this is harder whenever I'm standing, or flying. So let me stand on this ledge, make it a little bit quicker. Cool. And I believe that this works fairly well with computer craft. So I should be able to lose my cables. What is going on with the server? Let me try to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm not sure why I keep losing my cables. May have to restart the server. Let me do that and I'll be right back. And hopefully this will work this time. There we go. And there. So I should be able to hook both of those up. And I did not leave a way for me to get out of here. Or wait, yeah, I did. It's right here. So I'll probably need to figure out what to do down in that room, since I'm going to be using it for this. But this is an empty computer, and I did find a couple of libraries that I can use for this, but for the time being, let me set up for the redstone to actually turn off the portal whenever I go through it. And that should be fairly simple. And just run that there. Cool. And force this to connect. And that works. Alright, so the way I'm thinking is this is going to output when a portal is active or created. I'm not sure. I could probably play around with that. So basically, anytime a portal is active, you can see that my sound is too loud. There we go. You can see that the redstone insulated conduit actually has a signal, and whenever I terminate the connection, it doesn't have the signal anymore. So I should be able to create a program that will be able to utilize that. And let's say that the computer receives that event, which is that redstone signal, and it could probably, in the handler, just wait, I don't know, 3 seconds or so, and go ahead and terminate the connection. So that means that if I go through this side, it'll terminate behind me, and whenever I come through on this side, it'll terminate behind me as well. So yeah, let me play around with some computer craft code. I don't really want to do that on the on the camera right now because that's probably kind of boring. I should be able to have something working maybe in an hour or so. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will be back. Alright, so after doing quite a bit of programming, I think I have something that will work. But before I do that, I need to get rid of the sound with the portal, and there is this module manipulator upgrade, which, if you remember, we were able to create the module manipulator block, and that was able to um, basically put that block within the portal, just like the dialing device or the redstone interface. But this upgrade will basically do the same thing with just right-clicking on a block, and I'll probably do it there. And now that is a module manipulator block. Nice. So I didn't have to break the portal. It was just able to use it, and I should be able just to throw this silencer module in there, and now we should have a silenced portal. Yay! So let me go ahead and take a look at the code. I downloaded somebody else's button API, and there's a viewport API. So if I take a look at that, it's basically just code that handles buttons. But I went ahead and created a program called Portals, and this uses the other button API and the viewport API. And long story short, let me see if I can find this real quick. So I check out the peripheral list, basically try to find the dialing device. So then I create the object called dial, and down here I can actually get the dialer, dialing device, all of the stored items, and create buttons for each one of those stored items, which is basically all of the phone numbers. So then we're able to basically have a dialer index. Whenever we click the button, we figure out what the index is, and then we call the dialer to dial the stored glyph at that index. Nice. Really nothing to it. And I went ahead and had a refresh handler that just reboots the computer. That way it just rereads all of the phone numbers that are in the dialing device, and so on. And then at the very bottom, all we're doing is an infinite loop, pulling any of the events. If it's a monitor touch, it'll call the viewport handle click. Otherwise, if it's a redstone on the back, we sleep for whatever portal time, and we terminate the connection. So let me go up here and check out what the portal time is. And right now it's 2 seconds. Let me increase that by 3. 3, I mean. And we should be able just to run portals. And here we go. So you can see that it has a refresh button that just, would help if I have my startup program. So let me edit startup. And this is just going to do a shell.run on the portals. There we go. And restart the computer. There, cool. And now we should be able to hit processing. It dials that, and after 3 seconds, it'll automatically close. So I should be able just to click on it, walk through the portal, and it closes behind me. Nice. Same thing with walking through this way, and it closes behind me. Yay! So now it's just a matter of getting the rest of the quote-unquote, I keep saying that, the portal unique IDs into the other system. Right now we have processing, our infusion altar, the library, the not ready yet, but I'm going to have the kitchen in this building. If you look at my mini map, this one over here is going to be where I'm going to play around with all of the kitchen related stuff, the agriculture mod, things like that. Nice. And that sound is not from this one. It's actually from the portal that we came from. So let me run over to all of the other portals. I actually put one in the top here, and we should be able to... Oh, and I also installed these elevators. That way I can just jump up and down in here, and I'll probably be removing all of the travel anchors from Ender.io. And this one, I should be able to step on that, and it brings me here. And fortunately, oh, it didn't do it. I may have to change that so it doesn't terminate the connection, because one nice thing is it will leave the last phone number of where you came from in the system. So if I turn around fast enough and grab this, cool, so it terminated, but it left that phone number in here. So this should be our wand recharging area. So accept that. And now, if I refresh that, you can see now I have recharging. So I can step through the portal, and I'm in my recharging area. And of course, I probably need to put those portal silencer in all of them, even on these, the leaf ends. But you can see that I made a fairly large portal. It doesn't have to be this large. I could have just made it small, but I have these windows here, and I didn't want to cover up the windows. So I went ahead and made it basically the entire area in a circle, and that is going to work out pretty well. So now I should be able to go to all of these and make sure that I can add that into the system, and this is going to be our kill room. Kill room. And refresh that. And now we have the added phone number. Nice. So this is going to work out pretty well. It's a lot faster than just using those travel anchors. Even though I can't just go from the kill room to the processing immediately, I can still just run over here, press the button, and I'm at the processing room. So if I wanted to go back to the kill room, obviously I would have to come over here, wait for the portal to close, and there I am. Not terrible. It's still a little bit easier than these travel anchors, especially since I can't see the ones from over there because the distance is too great. Otherwise I would have to have this in my hand, and we all know how hard it is to remember where all of these go. So this is going to be a lot better for us in the long run. So now that we have our in-base travel, if I want to, I should be able to, let me go back to processing room, and I want to hop down here. I created a portal in my backstage area. This is going to be where I keep all of my random miscellaneous things. So I did create a portal back here, and I should add this one to the list as well. And I'm just going to call this one backlot. There we go. Refresh, backlot. Nice. And we should go ahead and move all of our Mystcraft stuff. I did go to the other ages, and I created new link books. That way they don't end up like teleporting. I think it's like right here, or maybe it's in this corner somewhere, because this wall didn't exist whenever the link books were originally created. But I think a lot of these Mystcraft books should probably move up into that travel area as well. So let me go ahead, run over here, and I already carved out a spot for this and brought some crystals in, and I am just going to place those, make it look basically the same as that portal over there. There we go. Cool. And the book receptacle I could probably just put right there. And I think this is the right one. And I'll find out. So let me run through here and just make sure that it is for the digger age. Cool. It is. And this is in the workshop, and I should be able to just run back through here. And I replaced that book in the digger age, and I should end up right back in my travel room. Nice. So now I have the ability to travel anywhere within my base. And of course, I probably will modify this one a little bit. I was just playing around with different designs. I had my crucible over here, and it was basically going to cover up my crucible, so I made it a little bit smaller, hugging the window a little bit more. But I might change that. I don't know. But I think that's going to be good for the enhanced portals. This seems to be a really good system. I might want to cover up these blocks a little bit. Not really a fan of them just sticking out like this, but I could probably use those facades. It would be nice if I could just walk through it on this side, but obviously it doesn't know where I want to go. Let me see, facades. I wonder if I can create a conduit facade of great wood planks. Can I put that in there? No. I don't know why the great wood planks are treated like this, because I think I can put other kinds of wood. Let me just try some oak. Yeah, I can put oak in there, and these facades will work with oak, but it doesn't like the great wood for some reason. I don't really understand why. Oops, wrong one. And that would work out really well. Might change the other floor up. I don't know. It's just kind of annoying that I can't use those facades down there. So let me go ahead and play around and make sure that all of the portals are in the system. That way I can navigate quickly, and I will be back. Well, I think I have all of the portals listed in here, and I went ahead and rerouted these cables. And as you can see, I created facades of the marble. That way, it actually looks a little bit better that way. Thought about doing it with this one, but that causes it to not be a connected texture, and that would be kind of weird. And I still don't know what to do about this. I could probably just get like something painted or something like that that can work as a facade, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because it's kind of hidden back there. And I guess I don't need that open anymore because we have the ability to refresh or reboot the computer, so we should be good on that. And I have the ability to go to all of these different rooms, and I did make the timer 2 seconds instead of 3. That way it closes a little bit faster, because obviously we can't dial a new room until the portal's closed on the other one. But here's my Thaumcraft automation room. I still need to do quite a bit in here, but I think we're good. I might do something similar to having this little touchscreen display for the Mistcraft books, but I don't really go anywhere except for the Digger Age, so I may not worry about it too much. I have my other books here, such as my Digger Age book for where I have my quarry yet. Then I also have my Lava Age for any of my lava pump stuff. But I don't really go to those often enough. I might just put the link books around this room. Not too worried about it too much. I could probably, well, do I have? No, I don't have the stands in here. I think I put that in processing in my AE system. Yes, I got a couple of book stands. Yeah, it's probably good enough for now. Should be able just to pop these down and grab these off the shelf. There we go. And there. So that one's my lava age, and this is where my quarry is. But I think that will do it for this episode. Still need to come up with a good next project. If you have any ideas in mind for a next project, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But I need to go ahead and wrap it up. If you like the video, go ahead and rate the video down below, and that would greatly help me out. And if you like this series, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.